Hello everybody. Today I'm revisiting Northwest Motors. It's the place where I find some interesting vehicles, and this place being like a small mom and pop shop, they don't tend to lock their cars. So whenever I have an urge to find some cars that are unlocked, I come here, and it's close to me, so it makes it a lot more convenient. So today I want to look at a couple obscure vehicles, actually more like three. One is this Mazda 5 minivan, and the reason why I'm interested in this is because, you know, there's not really anything similar on the road today. You know, this was their attempt to make a small minivan, which I guess is very popular in other countries. This style of vehicle or this segment, but it didn't really pick up here in North America. And the reason for that is because people in the US don't tend to like small cars. And that's true for minivans too. And it's interesting that somebody loved this thing enough to invest money in a new set of rims. You don't see that. These things, when they were around, they were not popular. I have never seen a lot of them. And they kind of look like a Mazda 3 from that era, you know, with the smiling, kind of grinning looking thing. Yeah, I guess the interior is kind of similar too. Though it's interesting how it has fog lights, so that's cool, I guess. I like the Mazda badge, you know, kind of a smile. Everything is so happy. This thing is not very tall. I mean, I'm 5'11", and it's up to my nose pretty much. And this is what I mean about, you know, about them not locking it. So there's a couple other cars here that are unlocked that I want to take a look at. So inside is pretty bland. I mean, it's all black, it's all plasticky. It's got these WeatherTech liners, so that's nice. Yeah, somebody obviously, like I said, somebody liked this thing enough to invest money in a new set of rims for a minivan, for God's sake. A lot of blank switches everywhere. Look, even here. I mean, you have traction control, and then this is blank. Although it's nice that they give you a little texture, but you know, it would have been nice if they actually would have covered it up. And what do you have? Okay, the wheel is... oh, no locking steering wheel. Okay. Well, that's nice. So you can turn... Yeah, a Mazda 3 looking, like I said. A lot of little cubby holes. Cubby hole there. Cubby hole there. Got like a shelf looking thing. Not sure what that is. There's like two cutouts for unknown thing. Yeah, this is kind of Mazda 3 reminiscent of that era, although you do have a CD changer, so that's interesting. Auto climate, okay. I guess it doesn't have heated seats, although I've seen these with heated seats, so that must have been because it's a base entry-level model. And it's interesting how you have it's probably a 4-speed auto, and then you have the shifting thing. And then once again, what are you going to put in here? What kind of a cubby hole is this? It's a very useless cubby hole. Seats are comfy. You have these very thin but padded armrests. Pretty huge glove box. That's interesting. Although the usable space is pretty small, but the actual thing itself is pretty massive. You have little speakers there. No sunroof, no entertainment system. Kind of, you know, I mean, it's nice enough for what it is. Guess if you need like a cheap minivan, you could get it, but you have to beware what you're getting, because what you're getting is a very small minivan, which, I mean, most people who get minivans, at least in North America, you know, they get them because they need more space, not because they need less space. Looks like glass is coming off, like the little coating thing. You have blank switches even here. You have your cruise control, though. What kind of a button would it be here? So mode, track. Yeah, two blank switches here. So who knows? Yeah, not a whole lot to look at besides that. I mean, it's interesting. You got your climate control. And then I kind of liked on the Mazdas and some other, I think Subarus do it too. You have like a little thin slit of a display there. You know, you have like the clock, the temperature, like the climate control stuff there. All right. Let's look here. So, okay. Yeah, I guess in the middle, that's not too bad, but then in the rear, and that's what probably signals why these people folded the rear seats, is that, yeah, in the rear, you don't get a whole lot of space, and it's missing headrests, too. Maybe headrests are somewhere underneath there. But yeah, look, they invested in WeatherTech liners. So that's nice. And then check this out. Yep, no pinchy handy. All right, I'm not gonna climb back there. It looks like you can fold this like that. Interesting. And then look, it pivots the seat belt buckle. Very interesting. And then you do have some sort of a climate control, the off, low, and high. That's all you get. Okay. So that's one obscure vehicle. Alright, looks like I got some company over there. Let's see. There's a Cadillac SRX here. And then this thing. Mitsubishi. It's another one. I am not sure how Mitsubishi is still in business in North America. I know that they are pretty popular overseas, but this Mitsubishi, you know, this is an Outlander Sport, which is a smaller one. I mean, it looks fine, you know. It's trying to fit in, you know. Look at me, you know. I can make little crossovers too. But I think it just gets lost. It's parked very close to all these other vehicles. So, I mean, it looks okay. I think it looks okay, but I can't imagine them selling a bunch of these things. So let's look inside, see what we have. All right, got a little chair in the seat. All right, well, kind of like that Mazda, although this one is much newer. You know, everything is basic here. Although, look, I mean, you have all the blank switches in the world, same way, like the traction control here. Stuff got erased off of these buttons, so I'm questioning their quality. You have these giant paddle shifters. I guess this is where the Sport is. And it's interesting how they have the thing on the plus, like the off on the plus. Usually it's on the minus, I think, from what I saw. Although, I mean, it's plastic. Yeah, it's plastic. They're not metal. All right, because it's a little bit more modern than the other one. I guess you do have Bluetooth here, and you do have a wheel lock. Okay, so I can be turning this. Also, little speakers there. Got 82,000 miles, give or take. Phone buttons, okay. Yeah, same thing. Very basic stuff here. I mean, it's all... you know. Yeah, a little slid display. Same way. Seats are semi-comfy. Okay, you got like a pen holder or something. Also, you can shift, and it's interesting how this and this is leather. Very harsh leather, but leather. I guess this is where the four-wheel drive control goes, because I can't imagine what else can go in there. Okay. No. Okay, that doesn't open, but this USB power outlet. Then in the back, it's pretty small. Yeah, like all these things, they all have in common. Yeah, they're kind of, they're kind of, you know, they're SUV looking, but at the same time, they're not the most practical things in the world. And look, everything is plastic. There's like a little painted piece of plastic trim, but most of it is just cheapo. Cheapo. Yeah, so how Mitsubishi's still in business, I don't know. There's a Fiat 500 over there, but when I made a Fiat 500 video, barely anybody wanted to look at him, so I don't blame you. All right, so there's a bunch of guys over there. I'm not sure if they work here or they're just here like me, like staring at cars, but I jumped inside this Hyundai Azera. That's a 2007. I'm hoping that if they are working here, then they won't pay attention to me. This Azera has 123,726 miles. It smells like smoke in here, but I was so excited to find one like this that I jumped in. And what's interesting about it is, well, first of all, I love Azeras. I don't know why. Somehow they made a style that speaks to me. But the reason why I like this particular one, look, it's cloth. I've never seen these things with cloth seats, and they are like suede type of cloth. I don't even know what kind of cloth, but they're very comfortable. Actually, extremely comfortable. And yeah, no wood here, but they got the little strips of wood here. Although look, it's like, it's not wood. I mean, it's like a plastic that's coated with something, and looks like the coating has come off. But you know, unlike those other Mitsubishis, look, the buttons here work. They are not erased. Looks like somebody else is driving. Man, this place is busy on a Sunday. Yeah, I like these gauges. You know, they are simple, but they work just fine. Got an actual useful cubby in there. It's pretty deep for a cell phone. You got another cubby here with ashtray. Yeah, it looks like it was used. Got the little pieces of wood here and there, though once again, it looks like the wood is coming off. And I like this little strip of like silver with wood that kind of stretches around, kind of spreads around. I've never been inside of a base model Azera before. I always thought that they came with leather, but I guess I was wrong. I like all these little extra buttons, like the mute button, track, cruise control. I guess it does remind me of a Sonata of that era, but I think it's got all this little extra, you know, perforation, and on the seats, look at that. And I'm guessing it is a little larger than your average. All right, the light still works. No sunroof here, but even like on the glasses holder, you got a little strip of silver. Really not sure what they're doing over there, but maybe I should stop wondering. All right, the glove box. Yep, look at this. Owner's manual, Azera, Hyundai. Single disc CD. I know they came with navigation, and I know some of them came... Oh, well, this one has auto climate control. Okay, so yeah, some of them came with navigation, with some extra wood, with sunroof. Interesting. Got the little speakers here and there. Also blank switches, so I wonder what those could have been, would have been. Yeah. And look at this in the back. You got ashtrays in the back. That's nice. Well, you know what? Let me set the seat. I mean, since I found this thing and I love Azeras, let me put the seat a little forward. Oh, you do get lumbar. That still works in this car. Alrighty, let's see. Little piece of like vinyl, not leather. Yeah, okay. Well, it smells like smoke in here. But yeah, look. Tiny little ashtray. Although no cigarette lighters in the back. I love this material. I really do. And this looks like very sturdy. Okay, you get some power output. Although the plastic is different color. There you have vents here. Yeah. Oh, it's in really good shape. Surprisingly. I mean, I don't know what kind of shape mechanically, obviously. But, yeah, look. Very nice. Very nice. It's comfy. Oh, these things are comfy. Cloth, comfy seats. Very nice. Pockets. All right, I'm guessing that these are not employees, so I can probably safely film this thing. Look, nice strip. Yeah, so, yeah, I like it. I like this car. And I like the one that came in after, too. But obviously, I would love to have the one with all the features. But you have dual exhaust. You got chrome. You know, I like this kind of like, I don't know if you can call it a boat tail. It's not a boat tail, but, you know, kind of a swooping tail end, I guess. And you got a stripe right here. Keep in mind that this was the time when Hyundai was trying to, you know, establish itself. You know, this is before Genesis. This is before, you know, even a concept of an expensive / luxury Hyundai existed. So I like to see these oldies but goodies kind of remind me of how far some of these brands come. Look, it's corroded rims. All right, everybody, I'm heading back. Didn't really find anything else. I don't want to go. There's some bunch of SUVs there, and this is the place where it has a bunch of these destroyed cars, although looks like somebody's working on them, so I'm not going to be going there. All right, everybody, we'll see you next time.